Presently not numerous cash oak. I'm finished with this. I can feel perhaps 5% of my feet. A Wendy Williams child, Kevin Trackerger, has uncovered some totally frightening news about his mom, with him saying that she is very nearly passing, and that she's been involved tenaciously by her group for cash and clout. This is some genuinely stunning information. So how about we get directly into it crying? And kicking your feet and shouting and stuff, yet you got 10 seconds to do that. And afterward get moving. Kevin feels that Wendy's psychological and actual prosperity has been in danger since she was set under guardianship last year. He's stressed that her well-being concerns have been neglected, while others around her are benefiting from her ventures in a way that would sound natural to him. Kevin said, I realize there are a wide range of things happening that I know saying she could never consent to, however hard, as it seems to be seeing her being exploited. I know that assuming I'm ensuring she as an individual is that is the significant thing in light of the fact that in the long run, she will understand the wildness that has been going on. Cry a ton yet I mean so tears of late, or the same old thing to me. You're not crying right currently. No, I'm well affirming ongoing reports. Kevin uncovered that Wendy was hospitalized in New York last month. He got a call from Wendy's goldsmith turned chief, Will Selby, who informed him about her hospitalization. Curiously, Kevin hadn't heard from Will in that frame of mind. Before that call he referenced, Will called to let me know she was in the clinic, and shared that their last discussion had been toward the finish of last year. I'm stunned, so you're ready to move around fine with 5%. Pay attention to everything I'm saying to you. I previously educated you regarding my feet right lymphedema during the meeting. Kevin referenced that no one from Wendy's group, her guardianship, or the court engaged with her case, had informed him about her delivery from the clinic. He likewise wasn't refreshed about her supposed move out of New York. On May 20th, Wendy's delegate, Sean Zanotti, said something to another outlet, denying the reports about Wendy being hospitalized in New York. Sean said, I can affirm that Wendy Williams isn't in that frame of mind. As detailed, I can likewise affirm she isn't in New York anyway. Wendy had proactively dropped her planned talking commitment at the Atlanta Ladies Exhibition, referring to her declining well-being. Kevin has been transparently communicating his anxiety about individuals, as of now encompassing his mom, Wendy, who he feels are benefiting off her circumstance, as would be natural for him. He got out whatever's been made more significant by individuals around her is that while her well-being may not be extraordinary, she wants to continue to procure pay. And as I would see it, that ought not be vital by any stretch of the imagination. And whoever has been recruited, they are exploiting somebody who requirements to get better during Wendy's time, residing with him in Florida. From late 2021 to the spring of 2022, Kevin took incredible consideration of her. He referenced that he would take her to eateries that didn't serve liquor, and that he made them exercise and eating better. One of the most unsettling issues for Kevin is Wendy's liquor abuse. He accepts that her liquor utilization is unique in relation to that of a typical individual. Kevin made sense of, I know the rate that she utilizes liquor isn't similar to a typical individual, and we've spoken about it. I said here you don't have the foggiest idea how to move toward it regularly, and that is fine. And it's reached a place where yes, it could have that impact, that it very well may be deadly in light of the fact that it influences her direction more terrible than an ordinary individual, since it stays in her framework. As per Kevin, Wendy's different medical problems have a building impact, making her body unfit to handle liquor like a normal individual. He noted there are many individuals who are exceptionally mindful that there is an issue with her drinking, and how that issue might be helped. Yet, I think these individuals are exploiting it, while permitting it to work out to make it seem as though they aren't causing the issue. Kevin uncovered that Wendy spent almost 3 months in a recovery office in Malibu from August-October 2022 for her liquor addiction anyway. He was upset to discover that his mom marked agreements either during or after her visit, shaping working courses of action with her gem dealer and director, Well, he communicated his failure, saying they had her in a position where she was consenting to a ton that she shouldn't have. When I heard that switched me off in attempting to endeavor to understand what everybody's aim is around her. At first I was like, "Oak, this is the group she needs to have around." Yet when I heard that she was consenting to stuff around her recovery, I thought, well, Oak, they are taking benefit. Kevin likewise saw that at whatever point his mom attempts to look for the assist, she frantically needs specific people. With making a move to seclude her, he shared his considerations, expressing, "I feel that with regards to individuals needing to help her, a ton of it is coming from a position of Oak. She's separated from everyone else. Now how about we attempt to perceive how we can make her demonstration the manner in which we maintain that she should act? Or on the other hand, on the off chance that we can sort of control the rate at which she's dealing with herself." Also, Kevin accepts that his mom's group has coincidentally energized her drinking. He communicated his conviction, saying in the event that they aren't giving it, they are most certainly empowering a kind of character, and giving her the go-ahead to drink in April, when Wendy was seen pub crawling. Her marketing specialist scene alluded to it as a festival. Kevin found this explanation tricky, saying they're putting their hands up when somebody's recruited help. It's extremely simple to permit specific things to work out, however much somebody might attempt to say that they're there for someone, assuming you're being employed to be. There is just such a lot of you could tell that individual. Toward the finish of 2022, Kevin guaranteed that will Wendy's diamond setter moved toward him with a proposal to be essential for the venture. Kevin reviewed the gem dealer contacted me last year, and he fundamentally said we are anticipating this task being a way that would let general society about knows occurring. And I went against to it. I felt like I actually feel like she ought not be doing whatever includes placing herself before the camera. For Kevin, the issue reduces to focusing on work over Wendy's prosperity. He expressed it returns to putting working first and herself second, in spite of being offered a worthwhile open door with a chief maker credit. Kevin turned it down. He made sense of. And I decided to not do it for the straightforward truth that I just felt like anyway this came about was under an agreement she shouldn't have consented to for an undertaking that wouldn't paint her in a decent light. Because of the charges against him, Will Selby, Wendy's supervisor, offered a short remark, saying no remark since half of this stuff isn't even obvious. Larger part of this is misleading when squeezed further. Will profess to have had an up-close and personal discussion with Kevin in Miami, underlining his willingness to resolve any issues continuing on toward Wendy's guardianship. Kevin communicated his disappointment with Sabrina Morrissey. Wendy's gatekeeper. Wendy was set under guardianship after her ledgers were frozen because of worries of monetary double-dealing, dementia, or unnecessary impact. Kevin voiced his interests, expressing it's been truly miserable what's been permitted to occur, and since the trial's finished, something must be uncovered about what's happening and how much individuals are taking in this present circumstance. Kevin likewise brought up the apparent connection among Sabrina and the gem dealer, recommending that their association could have impacted the circumstance. He said, "I realize that Sabrina has a relationship with the goldsmith, and I would expect, however, that they are cool with one another. This is the way this was made, and it appears as though it's more about ensuring he is communicating dissatisfaction with Sabrina's treatment of Wendy's issues." Kevin reprimanded her absence of correspondence with the family and scrutinized her actual expectations. He expressed, "I don't feel like Sabrina has worked really hard at all. I feel that in view of her activities, I'd need to accept something is going on that she's not letting me know." Kevin focused on, "I imagine that it's best for her to need to focus on her well-being first. No one around her will tell her this, yet she doesn't need to be working." He communicated his expectation that the flow individuals around Wendy in New York won't lead her down some unacceptable way, and stressed his craving for her to get legitimate assistance and backing. In Kevin's eyes, something has turned out badly since Wendy got back to New York City. He reflected, "When she was with me, none of these articles of her not watching great at any point came out when she got hauled back up there to New York City. After the trials that began occurring, and according to that point of view, something has turned out badly regardless of the difficult conditions. Kevin stays confident and supplicates that those in control will prepare for Wendy's recuperation that is supportive of the video people gratitude